98% of Florida is bone dry right now. 85% is in severe drought. This is the worst drought in 25 years. Over 650 wildfires have erupted since the start of the year. 21,000 acres have already burned. And while Florida is burning, California is bracing for something nobody expected: tornadoes. That's right, tornadoes in California. The Storm Prediction Center just issued a severe weather risk for Los Angeles, San Diego, Santa Barbara, and the entire Sacramento Valley. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact timing for when this storm hits each city. Not general information. Exact times. When it starts, when it peaks, when it ends. And more importantly, why experts are calling this the most dangerous weather pattern in decades. Before we go any further, where are you watching from? Drop a comment with your city, and I will give you a personalized forecast update right in the comments. Here is what nobody else is telling you. We are facing 3 simultaneous disasters across the United States right now. In the east, Florida is under a drought emergency with 34 counties under burn bans. In the central region, a fall spring is pushing temperatures 30 to 40 degrees above average across Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. Chicago could hit 60 degrees on Wednesday, shattering daily records. Amarillo could reach the low 80s. And in the west, California is bracing for a massive winter storm with wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour, snow accumulations of 30 to 40 inches above 6,000 feet, with some peaks getting over 8 feet, and a real tornado threat. 3 disasters. 1 nation. The next 48 hours. But here is the terrifying part. The tornado formation mechanism in California is completely different from Tornado Alley. A powerful low-level jet is creating intense wind shear along the coastline. This creates a spin cycle effect that can transform waterspouts into tornadoes the moment they make landfall. The Storm Prediction Center has confirmed the risk of mini supercells forming, smaller versions of the rotating thunderstorms that spawn tornadoes in the plains. This is not hype. This is not speculation. This is an official warning from the National Weather Service. The question is, with California's complex mountainous terrain, will the tornado warning system alert residents in time? Or will we witness tragedy because people simply are not accustomed to responding to tornado warnings in this part of the country? Now here is the critical part, the detailed timeline from east to west. Let's start with the eastern United States. Florida, you are in a state of emergency. Governor Ron DeSantis declared a statewide emergency earlier this week. Jacksonville and Tallahassee are running more than 13 inches below average rainfall since last August. The Buggy Fire in Broward County has consumed 3,500 acres and is still active. The only good news is that this weekend's storm system moving through could bring 1 to 2 inches of rain to the Panhandle. But for Miami-Dade and Broward, you will only see scattered showers. Not enough to change the situation. Georgia and South Carolina, tornado warnings were issued last night. That system is moving out of the area, but stay alert. Boston, you will pick up around 2 inches of snow by midweek. New York City and Philadelphia, 1 to 2 inches. Nothing major, but enough to slow down your Wednesday morning commute. Moving west to the central United States, this is where things get interesting. Chicago, your temperatures are going to skyrocket to 60 degrees on Wednesday. That is 30 to 40 degrees above normal. But do not be fooled. This is a false spring. Cold air will return. And when those 2 air masses collide, we are going to have thunderstorms. From Wednesday into Thursday, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky face a risk of strong thunderstorms. North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, get ready for snow. 3 to 6 inches for most areas. Some spots could pick up 8 inches. And here is the dangerous part. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan could see a 1/4 inch of ice. That means power outages. That means downed trees. That means extremely treacherous road conditions. But all of that pales in comparison to what is heading for California. And this is the part you need to hear. I want you to picture this. You are in Los Angeles. Tonight, rain starts light. You think this is just another storm. But by Monday morning, everything changes. Wind starts howling. Rain is coming down in sheets. and then your phone makes a sound you have never heard in California before, a tornado warning. Visibility drops to near zero within minutes. Wind gusts exceed 60 miles per hour. Waterspouts from the Pacific are moving onshore and becoming tornadoes. This is not a movie script. This is what forecasters are predicting for the next 48 hours. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass has issued an evacuation warning for neighborhoods in last year's wildfire burn scars, including Palisades, Sunset, and Hearst. The warning is in effect from 9 p.m. Sunday through 9 a.m. Tuesday. If you live in these areas, you need to act now. Not tomorrow morning, now. This is not an exaggeration. This is reality. Are you watching from California? Drop a comment right now with your city. I will update you with specific information for your area. And now the part nobody wants to talk about, the infrastructure impact. This is not just rain, this is not just wind, this is not just snow. We are talking about 30 to 40 inches of snow above 6,000 feet. Some mountain peaks could receive over 8 feet. Interstate 5 through the Sierra will be nearly impassable. Chain controls will be in effect. Some sections may close entirely. The National Weather Service has warned of near whiteout conditions, major travel delays, road closures, and chain controls. Travel is highly discouraged. They are not saying be careful. They are saying do not go. At the same time, the risk of widespread power outages is extremely high. Strong winds combined with heavy rain and wet snow could bring down trees and power lines. Airports in the region could see significant disruptions. If you have travel plans through California this week, check with your airline right now. Emergency response agencies are mobilizing. The California Governor's Office of Emergency Services posted on X, urging residents to be prepared for cascading impacts of severe weather and storms, including floods, landslides, power failures, and road closures. They have prepositioned fire and rescue personnel in areas at risk for flooding and debris flows. The National Weather Service has issued backcountry avalanche warnings for the eastern Sierra in Mono County, including Mammoth Lakes and the Greater Tahoe region. But the question remains, with California's recent wildfire history, can the burn scar areas handle this amount of rainfall? Just 12 inches of moving water can sweep your vehicle away. Turn around, don't drown. That is the message from officials. But every year, people still try to drive through flooded roads. And every year, people die. Here is the bigger picture you need to understand. California has some of the most volatile weather in the United States, especially in winter. Conditions can be calm for weeks, only to give way to massive storms rolling in off the Pacific. This season has seen a series of such systems, but most have come during warmer weather, leaving California and much of the West without the deep snowpack needed to ensure water supplies will be plentiful through the rest of the year. Meanwhile, an El Niño event is looking increasingly likely to develop this year. NOAA reports a 48% probability of El Niño conditions during the August through October period, the peak of hurricane season. El Niño typically suppresses Atlantic hurricane activity, but it also brings unusual weather patterns to California. Arctic sea ice extent during January 2026 was virtually tied with January 2025 as the second lowest in the 48-year satellite record. The climate is changing, and extreme weather events like this will become more frequent. This is not if, but when. On February 21st, next Saturday, another storm system could develop. I will monitor it closely and keep you updated. So here is what you need to remember. Florida, worst drought in 25 years, 98% of the state is parched, over 650 wildfires. Central U.S., fall spring with temperatures 30 to 40 degrees above normal, but thunderstorms and snow are coming Tuesday through Thursday. California, tornado warnings for Los Angeles and the entire coastline, winds exceeding 60 miles per hour, 30 to 40 inches of snow in the mountains, evacuation orders for burn scar areas. You have been warned. You have the information. What you do with it is up to you. If you know someone living in California, Florida, or the affected regions, share this video with them right now. This is information that could save lives. Drop a comment with your location and your questions. I will answer as many as I can. And remember, don't be scared, be prepared. Do you think California is ready for tornadoes? Let me know in the comments.